Hear ye, haters now in session, and you are now rocking with the finest, the most luxurious, the most notorious, the most scrumptious haters you ever seen in your motherfucking life. And now we back, man. We got a little situation going, you feel me? We got URL resolution going on in the background. We got some bonus guests in the building. And look, we're going to have some conversation, watch these battles. It's going to be a dope-ass episode. We're going to do this real right. So, we're going to start it how we usually start it. Wait, before we get to that, right? Motherfuckers, make sure y'all comment, liking, talking about it, using the hashtag, reposting, everything. We need y'all support. Good looking, motherfuckers. All right.
Yo, it's your boy Palm. Today, I'm going to be a dirty ass hater. My name Tay-Rock. Cave Gang. That's a good one.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I ain't take a bath today.
I'm gonna be Smith, man. Today I'm gonna be a fake Twitter chef, man. You already know I'm selling plates. I'm selling plates on paper plates. Come scoop. I don't do deliveries.
Mad parsley. So much parsley. Everything.
What you said? Breakfast? Parsley, nigga.
Parsley on your eggs and bacon, man.
Oh man. And it's your boy Colton, aka so what you really mean is I'm that person on Twitter. Like what? So you write what you mean, and then I go. So what you really mean is, and I tell you what you mean.
Yeah, fact.
Even though you know what you mean.
You said what you
even though you said what you said, I'm gonna tell you what you mean.
Right.
I'll be wanting to fight them people.
That happened all too often.
All too often. That's the whole Twitter.
Why can't you just walk outside and just
Niggas really be trying to tell you what you said.
Wait, this your first time on the show?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you was here before. Your first time. Your first time. This your first time. Dave was here before.
This is my first time.
Yes, yeah, I know Dave. Dave, introduce yourself again.
Dave here. I ain't really got a hate name today. You know what? I'm just I'm chilling.
All right. I fuck with it. Dave was here, so I gave him his long introduction before. He's on the Black Fatherhood 101 episode, so make sure y'all go back and check that. But let me introduce our next guest. I'm gonna introduce my man first. This dude right here, we kind of like grew up together. We went to like preschool, not preschool, junior high, elementary school and junior high together, and like this we reconnected, and it's been like one of my closest.
That's crazy. Me and Jelani went to college together. He actually went to college. I went there to do drugs.
Well, brother, introduce yourself, man.
Hi, Jelani. Deleted Dapo on Twitter. Free me, free my original. I'm into the violence hater. It's been it's a very violent weekend. Endgame, Resolution, Schoolboy Q, Battle of Winterfell. There's a lot of violence going on. I enjoy it.
It's my type of weekend. Fucking yeah.
The next dude right here, he's been like pretty vital in like my career and my growth period. Like he's believed in me. No, but G shit. Like one of my first shows from my first project. This dude was here, like rocking with me, and today he's still here. So this is one of my like dudes right here, like brothers that like I met, like in a different part of life, and he became my brother outside of that scene. So this is why Taqee is very important to me, like as a person and for what he brings, and he's a genuine motherfucker, super talented. He's like Diddy, my nigga.
And nah, he really is.
And I'm gonna let him introduce himself and tell y'all what he do.
That nigga supported everything.
Yeah.
Basically, like, everything positive that niggas ever done. I'm not even joking. Like, Taqee is there. Yeah. Like, he's literally there. But yeah, guys.
This nigga's like the godfather of the nightlife. Father.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. I'm using that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what you are, bro.
What's good, y'all? Taqee Bond, Mr. What's the Move? The hater that I am today, my hater name today, I'm gonna be a professional hater. Entrepreneurial hater, if you will.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Real sophisticated hater.
You can find hate in any opportunity.
That's a fact.
You just gotta capitalize off of it.
Right.
That's a fact.
Right.
So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Before we turn this battle up, I just want you to tell them like what you do.
Oh, okay.
What's the move? All that fire shit.
I don't mean to cut into this right now, but do y'all see how fucking
this
dirty this nigga Tay-Rock look? Like, every time the camera pans on Tay-Rock, like a cloud of dust appears on the fucking screen. The shit is crazy. Nigga, yeah, world.
Hold on, but like you always know a dirty nigga, right? Because it's a certain way you wear your cap when you turn it backwards, right? It's always eyebrow level when you turn your cap backwards. This nigga got the shit in the middle of his head, or like it's a weird nigga where it's like in the middle of his head, or the nigga hairline it. It just be hanging on the nigga hairline,
right there.
Nigga just dirty, son. Now tell the people why you are the godfather of the nightlife for our generation.
I started this brand 4 years ago called What's the Move NYC. You know, let people know about parties, events, happy hours. I just started off with a newsletter, and then we started growing. Became a website, started bombing on social media, and then I'm proud to say my black ass put out an app.
We in Napa Valley, bitches. We in Napa Valley.
Motherfucker.
Silicon Valley too, nigga. We ain't talking about the titties, nigga.
We ain't talking about titties at all.
Big money, nigga.
But we talk about titties.
I really used to
sometimes.
think Silicon Valley was like a nickname.
It's a place of titties. I thought that's where all the titties came from. I dead ass thought that was a city of titties.
Just I don't realize what it really was.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with titties.
They were just out there dishing titties out.
Niggas out here I was like, they out there in Silicon Valley, the number one scientist in titty technology, nigga. They out there fucking wilding out there. That's what I thought.
Niggas said the Hollywood of pornos.
It's starting to sit on me, like really, really get to me that I put out an app because like black men like don't even take up 1%.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Of the tech world, so to be putting out an app, be from the Bronx, putting out an app, and people liking it, it's something dope. It's just it's a good feeling. So. Just moving.
That's
trying to take over the world one step.
Keep doing it, man. Keep moving. That shit is amazing.
Thank you.
That shit, niggas always asking what's the move, and they never know what the fuck the move is.
Get now y'all know.
Now y'all
get the app.
Fucking app.
It's in the Apple Store and on Google Play.
Of course.
Jerk.
Go get that.
Get the
Like it's
app.
official tissue. Like y'all can't even say, "Oh well, I'll get the app."
Find out what the fuck you doing tonight.
Niggas
Get
is
the app.
Every night.
Facts.
It's
Every
like
night.
at this. I was thinking about it. I was talking to somebody, and they just keep telling me, "Yo, man, I fuck with what you doing." You got the app? Nah, bro. In my head, I'm not even mad. It's like, you trying to have a whack summer. Yeah. That's all you're saying. Yeah, you trying to have a whack summer. But get that app, man. That's my goal with that really right now, especially with this campaign that I'm doing now. With it, I'm trying to make sure everybody have a lit summer.
That's a fact.
And it's OD possible. We could all have a great summer. I'm trying to like restore that controller summer. Man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring that good summer. I'm trying to bring that vibe back. That's what I'm doing for this summer.
Controller summer. So we're gonna turn this bitch up. Continue the conversation.
This nigga has been
Does
speaking
Briz
mad
have on
aggressively.
academics?
Is that an academic shirt?
Nah,
That looks very academic-ish.
With the bottom line.
That looks academic-ish.
That's like 25.
I said Born Fly. That's not academic.
Born Fly is like the new academics. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a snapback you're wearing.
You want to know what rhyme with St. Louis?
His hairline don't come past the snap.
You want to know what
I
rhyme
think
with
that'd
St.
be a
Louis?
New York Yankee World Series hat.
What the fuck is this nigga name again behind him? That's
You know I can't see that nigga.
this nigga Verb.
Oh, Verb got the big beard now.
Yeah.
He got the Santa. Yeah.
Verb gets sassier every time I hear him speak.
Hell
You're
yeah.
sassy, bitch.
Yeah, he's sassy. Sassy as
Yo, my
fuck.
spaz. I'm actually, my fingers is crossed for ill spasm.
Yo, facts. Yo, question though. So it's been a lot going on with this whole B-side shit. First off, that shit look fire. We were just talking about Hope in a whole different context earlier.
Shit was-
it was recorded, so I'm gonna probably put that out as like bonus for it.
Shit looked
That
like
shit was
an
dope.
amazing
Like amazing
concert.
ass concert.
Now, like to be a whole fan to even like to not have been there, but to like know that shit is like gonna be.
It just
in the
feels
whole
good, right?
archives, like,
Yeah,
it's
it just feels good.
It's just another one of those things where it's just like, son, to be a fan of Hoes.
Of that greatness is
But like I was saying, I
some
don't
next
know
level
what
shit,
when I said it,
man.
but there's a reason. There had to be a reason why the ticket was priced the way it was because he wanted a certain type of person in that building. You know what I'm saying? He knew he wasn't getting them tickets.
Yeah.
So the people that did, they needed to be in that room for that night. Yeah, for a certain message.
Now after you say, like hearing you say it, it did make sense. He would probably do some shit like that.
And it's
Because think about it. What are these niggas gonna do with that information?
Right.
Oh, Ho said this.
Oh,
Now we
it's-
already know.
We gonna look
I
at
got
it.
mad captions. I got so many captions.
We gonna look at it as like it was another whole concert. To him, it was like that was a like a performance, like that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That resonated differently. And there was the live music and everything going.
Yeah.
And the reopening Webster Hall with it.
Yeah, that's dope. It's a dope ass moment for New York.
Yeah, because Webster Hall was
I'm just hoping that
There was
you're
mad
right.
big moments there.
I'm just hoping that you're right.
mad-
That's the only thing, man. That's the only thing. Cause like, it's not that I'm scared. I'm skeptical sometimes, man, and it's just like I understand that putting something out like this, and he probably did try to get a specific. Because at the price point, it's like not everybody can just have that luxury to just shell that bread out, and that's short, kind of almost short of a notice.
Nigga,
But
found out 3 days ago.
I don't know. This nigga might have just been on some. I'm bored, and like whoever could buy the tickets, fuck it, I'm whole. Like could have dad's been on some like whoever get the tickets can, and who can't get. But y'all gonna get it anyway because y'all got title. That's what that felt like.
What were the ticket prices? But I seen the second. I seen
some shit.
Oh, okay. To get in the Webster Hall, that's crazy.
It might have been Webster Hall also pricing it as that since it was like the grand reopening or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think Hov got say so on that.
You
You ain't pricing Hov's concert for him.
That's a fact. They're not gonna slap any number on that.
That's a fact.
Can I ask y'all?
But I also feel like when I seen and heard the ticket prices and I seen the audience and shit, I just felt like, all right, so you about to bust a Beyonce. So you about to put this on your platform or another platform for everybody to view. And like this has been like something for at least a month now.
So you think he gonna documentary it?
Like,
I think he might dock it up. I think he might dock it up. I think he might dock it up.
Especially with like what's going on in the last month. He brought Cam out like Cam and Hov like,
And
this like that would be like walking in the crib and seeing Tom and Jerry just
house. Like nigga, what the fuck?
itchy and scratchy.
What the fuck y'all call 2 ass niggas doing in my house?
Nah, for real. Like, there gotta be some type of documentary because I want to know the story behind that.
Yeah,
what led up to them niggas being on
And
stage.
now that I'm thinking about it, Jay-Z and Beyonce just been all about the content. They're in control of their content. So I think they are building something. I think Jay-Z's building his own shit. Like how Beyonce got the homecoming jump off. I think that this is gonna be some next shit also.
But the biggest moment in the whole shit to me was the freestyle because that made is.
Nah, hold on real quick. I gotta ask y'all a question. Why hold this Infinity War?
Yeah.
Why he just Endgame? He said Endgame is down the block and that's not even
I
a real
know Avengers
movie.
is show- He said, I know Avengers is showing down the block. The Avengers not even
Not even
real.
real. And niggas is like, nigga, it's real in my heart. Right? Fuck you talking about? Yeah.
He a real nigga, yo. Facts though.
That was unnecessary.
It mattered.
Very unnecessary, though.
If you a fucking nerd.
Tay-Rock is the #1 cheerleader in there. This
Number
nigga's
one, bro.
cheerleader.
Number one.
And they gang signs.
The nigga hugged him and the nigga shirt turned black.
It's weird that they're cave gang and there's no white people in their group.
None whatsoever. None
This
whatsoever.
nigga rap for like 10 minutes though. The round better than fire.
Yo, honestly, if we ever have like a race war, we gotta send Tay-Rock as like one of the niggas just in the background to look mad crazy.
Just to
and
hype
dirty.
niggas up.
Just a dirty hype.
I just
nigga
need Tay-Rock
in the
dirty
background.
ass behind me telling me I'm doing good in battle.
That's a fucking
I'll kill
fact.
everybody.
You doing great, nigga.
Everybody.
He come up and hug you after you stab a white person. Oh, nigga, you was
Everybody.
wildin'. Yeah, nigga, that's light, nigga.
I gotta kill more. I gotta kill more. Stop it. I gotta kill more.
That's light, nigga.
Chill.
But yeah, we was talking about the freestyle that Hov did. I didn't really hear the full
Wait,
context.
this Young
but-
Ill?
Yeah.
Hold on, this is the
Oh, shit,
return of
Young
Young
Ill.
Ill.
All right, hold on.
How we feel about Hov and gentrification?
He invented it. First of all, I'm speaking from the niggas from Twitter perspective.
I have said this shit before.
He invented it.
He had a part of it. Let me say he had a part of it. But like what he said at the concert wasn't like stop gentrification or whatever. He was saying like buy your shit up, which I don't know why people was mad about the message. Right. Like he's saying buy your shit, but you know niggas gotta be mad. Like women are still mad at Jay about Beyonce because I only seen women talking about this shit.
Only women
talk about it too. But like at the end of the day,
and they don't give him fucking. They give him
shit.
They're missing the whole nothing else matters.
I think is that
I saw people calling people dumb this morning.
There was a lot of people not from New York that was talking shit.
Yeah, I also feel like people don't realize that you can literally have something to do with gentrification and then later on be like, you know what? That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe we should buy
it.
We're all gentrified. Like, it's okay to, like, that ass have, like, he had hands in gentrification. He didn't invent the shit. Right. Like, it was happening before. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like
he had hands in white gentrification, though. Like, the word itself just literally means to make your community better.
Right. And that's the crazy part. Like, the motherfuckers in the community, if they just spent, like the same shit the old heads been preaching, if you just spent their money on shit that's more relevant, shit niggas is getting a bunch of drug money. Why are they not putting it into?
You don't put it back into.
Why are you not putting it into business?
Into ownership.
The niggas is letting gentrification happen. Right. This is supposed to be your block. This is where you move your shit. Why are you letting somebody else buy your block?
Well, I get what y'all saying, but I don't agree because just because your man's getting jumped, they'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna get some kicks in. Like, it's gonna happen anyway. Like, nah, my nigga. Like, you gotta help out at some point.
Nah, that's a fact.
So it's like, my shit is like, if you do something that hurts a community and they say you hurt the community, then there's some accountability that needs to be had. And I hate that people be like, well, he did this though. But it's like, I get it. I get both sides. Like,
I totally see both.
So it's kind of like you got to hear people's concerns before you like just completely write them off because some shit happened, and therefore if we don't address those concerns, then those mistakes can be repeated. You feel me? Because we all want to get to that point, right?
True.
To where we give back to our communities. We don't want to hurt our communities. Right. So if some people have an actual gripe with how we're trying to better our communities, we need to hear them out and just not be like, well, I'm going to do it and I'm going to push people out too, because then you're going to make that mistake too. Now you fucking up and displacing people. You know what I'm saying?
But we do that. We just like
I think so too.
Crowd, we do displace people when we move into these new high rises.
Yeah, facts.
And it's always the people that are now vilifying Jay for this. But you live in Harlem in that new building that was just built on 125th. You're also a part of the problem. Like, and I moved into a nice crib in Flatbush when I was living alone or whatever. Like, we're all gentrifiers in that case too.
But people, the thing that I just don't
I'm
understand,
a reverse gentrifier because this is like a Jewish white neighborhood. We the only black house.
I don't understand the broadness that they throw on him. Like he contributed to gentrification in one section of Brooklyn.
Right.
And it wasn't just
one
him.
section. It wasn't just him, and it was one section that I'm not like, just like Trey said, it's not just because your man getting jumped don't mean
you gotta get a kick in.
Yeah, you feel me? And if you from Brooklyn, you know that this shit was in plan. I was in junior high school and niggas was talking about Barclays Center.
Yeah. And when Albee Square went down,
when they put Hov on, I think they thought adding Hov would get them people who they hit with the eminent domain to sell to them finally. And them people just wasn't with it. And I understand that. But I also understand that you gotta know when you're about to take an L. You gotta know when that L's coming. You gotta be able to see.
I think it was naive, like signing on to the Barclays. I think they wanted him as the face. Yeah. And I think like he was like, this is gonna help in some way, shape, or form. But I don't think he knew the plays I was being.
I don't think he knew that. I think he was looking at the help.
He had to have known that them building a huge stadium and bringing a basketball team to this area was gonna bring new money, new businesses, new all that shit.
But we don't know the ramifications of yes, new money, new jobs, but what that means for everyone else.
But you had to have known, especially when you're dealing with that type of money, you know what type of power moves.
You think you know on this scale?
But you also got to think like this. That's not a poor section of Brooklyn.
Right.
That's a section of Brooklyn where those people have money. So I can see him assuming that.
But niggas
you can't move them niggas with money.
But when niggas owning property in that section of Brooklyn, niggas is getting money, but are they owning property over there?
Well, that block specifically that got basically destroyed. That block of Pacific that most of them people had to move out on. That's a block where it was brownstones on that block. I'm pretty sure.
They probably
I don't even want to say pretty sure. I literally seen somebody tweet about it earlier about their family owning a house on that block and it being considered eminent domain, and that's how they lost it. So the final people that was on that block, they took the biggest L.
Yeah.
Because they literally just got their shit took from them and they got nothing. The niggas who were the first niggas who left, they got bread. They got paid out to dip, and they probably went and bought houses in other sections of Brooklyn type shit. Them final people, they took the worst L, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that he couldn't have.
Nobody's expecting that.
I think
but nobody looks at the good. Dude, I don't see nobody speak about the good.
I think that people, and that was going to be my whole point and what I was bringing up earlier. I think that people don't want to accept that sometimes people could correct the errors that they make or the mistakes that they feel like they made. Because you see this all the time where literally somebody will bring up a good point and then niggas would be like, but you did this, but you did that before. And then that's when they try to take away everything that this person, because people love to live in the past no matter how much they will say they don't want to live in the past.
Niggas try to tear down Hov now completely off of that one thing.
Because again, niggas want to live in the past, and I don't think people see progress as a forward thing.
When the crazy thing is, I think he looks at that as negatively as we look at that. Because you don't never hear him
He's smart enough to
actually really talk about doing that.
I mean,
he's trying to move away from it.
Take accountability.
I got a question.
What's up?
Me and one of my homies, me and Scoop, the other day was in the car going to the Met game. So he asked me, of course, because I'm a diehard Hov fan. So he was like, yo, bro, he was like, yo, do you think that Hov could, be doing more, in his community? And obviously, posing the question in the sense of now because of Nip's passing, seeing how he was moving and exactly what he was doing, how close to the community he was, why can't Hov do the same? And I was like, that question alone is it's a good question because it's you say to yourself all right, him being the position that he's in, because I looked at it as two ways. Yes, he could be closer to home, absolutely he could be doing things in the community that's directly affecting the people that's living down the block, that live in these projects, that live across the street or whatever. But then I said when you're a person like Hov, I feel especially now at the point of his life and the stature of the person that he is, you feel me, you kind of have now your duty to your people is you feel me, it's on a lot of different levels.
It's on a bigger scale now.
You got to be in a lot of different spaces now to really change things for your people. So I look at it as being Hov and having a voice how he has that people listen to, you feel me, in not the music, I'm talking about when he speaks, when he talks about business acumen or whatever it is, it's he has a chance now to you feel me, he's got to speak on our behalf, you feel me. So it's him speaking on our behalf, you feel me, is possible that that can obviously have its transgressions later on where it affects change or whatever the case may be. But then at the same time, I said, it did really make me think because I said, with the whole Nip thing, I said, damn, it's crazy that you feel me that none of we don't have a Nip, you feel me,
we don't have,
I'll be honest, you feel me, we don't have it here,
the East Coast haven't had a Nip.
We don't have
the East.
I don't think we don't have a Nip period. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but I was talking about this the other day. We don't. Nip was the quintessence of what we want our rappers to be.
Right.
He still kept it. He still kept it G, and then did what he had to do, and made that the thing. He put that on the front street.
Right.
Yo, I'm doing this. I'm trying to bring $1 billion to Crenshaw. Through tech and teaching kids tech, we don't have no rappers.
I said too, it's
I mean, I agree, but when it comes to in the sense of Hove, it's like
Hove's not in the forefront with it.
First,
Not even-
it's
The way I see it is
first, it's like
an insurmountable level now. Like you can be a kid, but it's like you want to aspire to be Hove. But if you're a kid now, you feel me? If you're 16 years old now and you're looking at Hove and you're looking at Nipsey, one seems a lot more possible than the other one does. You feel me? Like if you live in the hood, if you're because that was Nip. You feel me? Like and granted, we all know Hove had the same steps, but it's like at this point
So
now,
far removed
Hove
from
is
so
damn near billionaire.
Yeah.
See,
You feel me? Like that seems like so far fetched and such a high step to reach. Where it's like, damn, like is that really? You feel me?
the thing
Something to aspire to be.
with the Hove Nip comparisons to me is that Nip respected the shit out of Hove.
Of course,
And
it's not even a competition thing.
Nip was probably one of the realest niggas in the rap game.
grew up
If you don't have his respect, he's not gonna fake that for you. So when people question like Hove's doings for the community, like I don't really understand it because it's like we know how private a person
That Hove
this
is.
nigga
That's what I
is.
said.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you're
You're never
not
gonna
gonna know those
project.
things. He's not gonna be the
Never
nigga
is.
that's
Yeah.
opening up the Rock Nation store on fucking Fulton.
Yeah.
That's not what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna push back on that a little bit because it's like I think
You can argue he should.
I think we do that with a lot of people, and we say they do it on the low, but nobody ever
Nobody can
knows
see-
what
nobody
they
can
do,
vouch for
and
it.
nobody can ever vouch for it or
Which is
whatever.
fair.
it may
That's
be.
a
And I'm
fair
not
point.
saying that
That's a
Ho's
fair
not
point.
doing it.
I mean,
right?
it
I'm saying-
continuously comes
I'm not
out
saying-
repeatedly after they do
That he
something.
not doing it.
After him and his wife does something, it literally always leaks.
But I think
And-
the comparison between Nip and Hove is the fact that Nip literally employed his community.
That's what I'm saying.
Nip literally brought programs to his community,
His
STEM
block,
to his
right.
community. So these are tangible things that people can see and
And
learn
people be
from
part of,
and
right.
be part of. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
these are actual
My
tangible
thing
things
is,
that.
does everyone? My bad, control.
Yeah.
Does everyone have to build?
I was
the
going to get
same
there.
way?
I was going to get there.
Right.
No, wait. But let me get there. But wait. Let me finish my point. So where I was going with it was Hove and Nip ended up linking up, right? Because what I think happens is being that Nip was inspired by Hove, he said, "Let me do this and take that to the next level." So you can only go up. You know what I'm saying? So
That's the
Hove,
goal.
we don't know if Hove knew how to do what Nip is doing. STEM wasn't a thing when Nip was coming
Absolutely.
up.
It's completely
So
different.
now
It's
that these
completely
programs and opportunities are there, I'm pretty sure Hove is looking back and definitely reach back to
these
Nip.
things that I
Like,
could've-
how can I help you? How can I provide these
110%,
resources to do that? And I'm pretty
110%.
sure he's done that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just providing the context to it and why people compare him because they can see what Nip.
Also,
is
these
doing.
are two totally different people. Like
Yeah.
Hov,
Right. Yeah.
when Nip was a kid, he built a computer.
Yeah.
When Hov was a kid,
He was selling crack.
he was selling crack.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I seen somebody today say Hov should have. Why Hov ain't buy Marcy?
My whole game about Marcy.
He could have.
You can't buy that from the state.
Right.
This is a city-owned property. Yes, it is. A New York City housing development.
Projects are privately owned.
Nah, not all of them. New York City
not
Housing
actually.
Authority. Yes, that is a New York City Housing Authority.
Is it New York City Housing Authority?
New York City Housing Authority is the organization that runs it.
They just
the
finished
projects
the
are
song,
privately owned.
Nah, not all of them, bro. Not
Let's
all
look
of
at it.
them.
Let's look at it. Let's
Sure.
I swear to God, it's somebody.
Pull it up.
All right, I just was looking at it this morning.
Hold it up. Fuck that.
But it's crazy you say that because we've seen Hov be incredibly philanthropic. Is it philanthropic?
Philanthropic.
Marcy Projects is a public housing complex
Okay,
built and
Marcy
operated by New York City Housing
Nigga,
Authority.
that's Wikipedia.
No, this is
Nigga, I wrote that. Nigga, you wrote that 5 minutes ago.
Pump change that.
Nigga, change that shit 5 minutes ago.
I can't even move that fast.
No, but like Hov has done things for. He's done things for the culture, for hip hop,
Right.
that you can look back and say like, God, he ain't have to pay Wayne taxes.
Right.
He ain't have to help Meek out. He ain't have to do none of that. And I think him doing that, I think to kind of touch on what you said, when you at a level like Hov's, helping out going back to the projects and opening a store on the block is minuscule compared to what he can really do.
What he can really do.
So
right.
it's like,
Right.
so to be, that's a waste of his time, to be honest. Like, of course you'd be making a difference.
He can pay somebody else to open the store to do that.
Right. No, but bigger than that, Hov is trying to make.
He can employ.
He's trying to build infrastructure. He's trying to change the root of the problem, not the surface level. Because opening the store on the block,
that's not
even
doing
though
nothing.
even though it's a big ass deal,
It's only top
on Hov's level for Nipsey. That's
You can
that's
only
perfect.
employ but so many people at
You're
that
right.
store.
For Nipsey, that's perfect. But at Hov's level, opening the store on the block
Jay
is
did
nuts.
that already.
also-
we had
yeah.
Jaden did all these things that Nip did or whatever.
And he's still doing those things right now, though.
Well,
Like
on
Ravy
level,
is him and Beyonce
Exactly.
photographer.
That's a fact.
I just seen Chris Styles hosting fucking
Beyonce's
Beyonce's fucking Adidas
That's
fucking launch
Didn't they
party
pull
and shit
Duce?
like that.
Didn't they pull Duce?
The fact that Duce Palooza, the partnership, man, that just lets you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they
I think-
they're doing things. I think that is just, again, it's on a bigger scale.
I also think that when it comes to like
I think
the
it just happens to be
nip,
a
the
pretty
nip,
nice moment,
and
though.
I also think when it comes,
Nip's passing, you feel
I also-
mixes reflect that.
That's-
We just
that's
start
true.
looking at everybody at a different microscope.
I
Yeah,
think
because
that's what we're
go ahead.
supposed to have.
Go ahead.
I think
Matter of fact,
the one
go
thing
ahead.
I was just gonna say is I think that with the Nip and Hove comparison is I think that's like also a coastal difference. Like if you think about how East Coast niggas are and how West Coast niggas are, it's like a
completely
different
different.
dynamic.
Yeah,
Even
it's
though we
completely
are like
different.
probably some of the most comparable niggas like when it comes to both sides. Because like when you think about us in the East, like we're kind of more reserved, even though we do like a lot of shit. Like niggas don't really like talking and like. Niggas are close, but we not as close as I would say even West Coast niggas are. Cause like it is usually just only this block, this neighborhood, this
Yeah,
corner.
I was just about to
Like,
say,
you get what I'm saying? So it's a whole
it's not
different
even- it's not
dynamic.
even,
You get what I'm saying?
like-
So like niggas would be Brooklyn, niggas would be like the Bronx, niggas would be like Queens, and you get what I'm saying? And all those people are from different hoods, but we all kind of gravitate towards each other. I feel like the
Shit,
dynamic over
nigga, you
there be
even
like,
get
way
into like
different.
you
know
get
what I'm
into
saying?
it deeper than that. Like that nigga Nip did something for his whole hood.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
hood that literally he represents that whole hood. Like, yeah, we all from Brooklyn, and Hove is a representation of all of us to us, but
It's different.
I'm not from the
different.
style.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying,
not from
yeah.
Marcy.
I'm not from
You feel
Marcy.
me?
It's
It
different.
doesn't hold the same.
Yeah, it's different.
Like
Like that's why I said like when I said we don't have a Nip, that's what I meant. It's like there is nobody from our hood. You feel me? That was doing like. But then it's like at the same time, you feel me? Like if I was a nigga from Marcy, who knows how I feel about Hov?
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
to me, you feel me?
It'd be
That
different.
would be the same. It would become, you feel me? It would feel the same. But like you said though, being from Brooklyn, nigga, that's my decision.
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of people from that hood do feel
that's for me.
some
They
kind
do
of way.
feel some type of way.
Because it's like I said, black people, right? Like what Ho's doing, I get what y'all saying is like bigger on a bigger scale, but that don't mean nothing when you pull
really
it.
Yeah.
It don't mean
It don't.
shit.
Absolutely.
And the reason
We
why
don't feel it.
we don't
They don't
feel
feel
it.
it.
We don't feel it, and it
don't
hasn't
feel
But it's
trickled
not meant
down
for
yet.
us. It's not meant for our
It isn't,
generation.
but
to
the
feel.
thing, but what I'm trying to say is, it's the reason why they.
Nah, right. People are allowed
Right?
to have those feelings.
People
Of course they are.
But we need to also understand that essentially at some point there has to be a Nip, there has to be a Hove, and those worlds got to connect. Because the funding that Hove gets can fund the Nip and fund what Nip is doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to understand that there are two ways to organize, and there's no right and wrong.
This also leads to a bigger problem in our community. Like we put too much on entertainers.
Entertainers, I
These
agree.
are niggas with jobs. Like that's their job. These niggas got jobs.
Right.
To even
These
go
are niggas with jobs.
Why we not
I
doing
feel like
that
we-
first?
I feel like to go
Fuck
deeper,
Niger.
why we
Why
waiting for
the
other
fuck
people?
we're not
I
putting
said-
these kind of aspirations on our assemblymen,
But I'm just saying,
on our
that's what I was
councilmen,
about to say,
on our
to go
congressmen,
deeper, why we not
on the
putting
fucking
this
borough
shit on
president, on
ourselves?
the mayor.
Like I feel like we're fucking waiting for other people that don't fucking know us to
it's like,
do
we've been
shit
taught
for
to
us.
do that.
Why are we not
Even-
putting it
even
on
our
ourselves?
agents
But
to
then
do that.
that's kind of like this. Like, why would the people of Marcy be that upset at Hove? Like,
Why don't they put that on themselves?
Yeah, like they're waiting for him to do something directly for their community instead of them.
I
doing
agree.
something themselves.
I
It's
agree.
kind of
Permission
like,
to live
like
it's
that.
kind of like
Yeah.
Hov
Permission to
Hov
wait
been
for the
planting
Yeah.
the seed. He been planting the seeds, writing the blueprint, writing the rules, and giving that to
You
us.
can lead
Same
us
thing
to
with
water,
Nick.
you can't
Like them
force us to
niggas
drink.
been giving us the playbook.
Right.
They've
That's
been
a fact.
giving us the cheat code.
That's a fact.
Now if they give you that and niggas don't take advantage of that, it's like, damn, what else you want me to give you?
Right.
I
But
gave
you know
the
how
cheat
rare,
code.
like, us in this room, like how we
These
think
come-
is, how rare this
That
is
is,
compared
yeah.
to the masses.
And I
like,
say that a lot,
it's
too.
different. So, like,
I say
that's
that a
why
lot.
masses
But you
wait
know what?
for people
It's
to
like,
give. You know what
not
I'm
to
saying?
cut anybody off, but it's like you see how even like how we sit on Twitter, you feel me? And you see minds on Twitter, you be like, damn, like people really think like this in real life.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. You'll stand in certain circles, and like Jelani just said, people don't think on a certain, like they really don't think on a certain
frequency. Yeah, like we on a whole different frequency.
Like it's really some people that just have a mentality where it's like that mentality that they want people to be stuck in. Some people are really, that's their reality.
You know what that is?
You feel me?
My nigga, and I was thinking about this.
And I don't know how to change that, honestly. Like I don't know how you get.
It's convenient.
You know what it is? It's survival of the fittest.
It's
It's survival of the fittest. Some people are just tuned at that frequency where we can have these type of discussions and we can come up with solutions and we can do shit. And some people just not on that time. So it's really, truthfully, it's not on us to make people tune into this frequency. We have to connect and work. We have to connect and work with people who do understand and do got it.
Yeah.
It's survival of the fittest.
One thing I will say though is that we have to keep making sure that the message gets out there for them. Because one thing I will say about those people is not only are they not trying to tune in, but it's a level of convenience when somebody else tells you what is true, what is good, what you should do, what we should look for in a leader. So at the end of the day, like, it's mad hard to force someone to take information that they don't give a fuck about. You get what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, so you just gotta keep putting it in there. You gotta keep putting it around, and you gotta keep saying that. Well, we're gonna keep trying to show you guys actions that can prove that this can put into place.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's what we do. That's what Hov do. Like we keep chasing our dreams. We keep on making shit happen for ourselves. We keep on leveling up. We are showing people all the time what happens when you.
I was just about to say that.
We do that every day.
Yeah.
But some people will watch and be like, oh, that's fire. And some people will watch and be like, oh, that's fire. I want to do that. And then they're the ones that's gonna it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Some people gonna get it and some people not.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's just straight up how it is.
That's a fact. That's something I had to learn too, because you know what I've been the past 2 years, like just trying to I'm like, niggas, get it. And then what I realized is on the lowest of keys, people will start like I've realized shit I've been saying 4 years ago. People that have been following me for those 4 years have started to repeat it. Like people that have debated with me, argued with me, shouted me down. I see them saying, Obama. And like most of the political shit that you see now, think of the last election. It was just me on the timeline getting yelled at for saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what are the platforms? What are the policies? Niggas is yelling at me. But what are people saying this year?
Yeah.
What are the platforms? What are the policies?
But you know what? In some, I feel that same way because that happens to me too. And in some points, I look at it like y'all are all dickheads. Like, y'all are all stupid.
But it's like
at the same time, I'm happy y'all are waking up.
Right.
So it's like you call
I'm happy.
I always say
I'm happy y'all are waking
I think
up.
that's
I'm happy, but we still not there
people
yet.
Are always,
We not.
But now people are often too upset at people for learning late.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a
Or
space.
even asking to be
right, it's gotta be a space where people gotta be allowed
Like you can't
to catch on. Like my nigga,
you people who don't know.
You feel me? Like
because then you
can't tell a nigga like, oh well, yeah, you should have known this, and because you didn't know it then, you don't deserve to know it now.
Right.
You gotta grow. You feel me?
We're supposed to enrich each other.
Jelani just brought up something good that I feel like sometimes could be a slippery slope when people ask to learn something, and when they're like, "Well, damn, nigga, teach me." Like I feel like there's two sides. There's the well, damn, nigga, teach me. The fuck, or there's like the I don't really know. So
but you see, I have a huge problem with that though, because I shouldn't have to teach you.
Nah, it's not.
You shouldn't be making me feel bad because I'm asking.
What I'm saying is,
you don't have to do
no,
that.
That's fair.
All right, wait, hold on, wait.
What you're saying.
You're absolutely correct, but it's how.
Yeah,
because what I've realized is people will shout you down, argue, and call you out your name and be combative, and then be like, "Oh well, teach me."
And when it's like that, it's like nah. You can suck a dick and go Google something, dick, because the information's out there for you.
You could have just told me that, nigga. Nah, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
but
if somebody literally comes to me and says, "Yo, listen, I'm trying to get up on it." Like, when I announced that I had the LLC. Mad people was hitting me up like, yo, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
Teach me how to do that. And it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I had people that hit me up. I had maybe 7, 8 people hit me up. 3 of them went and actually did it. So I'm like, shit. That's
now imagine if somebody hits you up like, nigga, what the fuck is an LLC, nigga? Fuck out of here, right? Then you argue with him, then he like, but like, show me, nigga, the fuck?
But I'm the type of nigga, I'll be like, remember that conversation we had that day with you? And I'll tell them exactly what they say and be like, I want you to understand, like, I'm not trying to belittle you, but I want you to understand how ignorant you sounded at that time. Yeah, about something that was only trying to help you.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what? I feel like
this might be
my
me
patience
being
is not that good right now. I feel like I've been like really on like
I've been working on it.
Like niggas like I'll be so nice to somebody and then they'll say some next shit and then my next statement is just suck my dick.
This might be ignorance on my behalf, right? But I don't think anything that I learn like is factual. Right. Like I have to.
It's also.
I have to fucking do more research. Yeah. Like I can't just like people learn. People go to school. People go to school and tell like even deeper than that. Like people go to school and they'll learn something from a teacher or a professor and just be like. That's facts. And it's exactly. It's just like
I used to say that a crackhead can teach you quantum physics if you know what you're talking about.
My nigga, it's like nigga, that nigga learned from a nigga that learned from a nigga that learned from a nigga that learned from a nigga.
Right. Well, that's a whole fact.
And none of them niggas did the fucking research. You still don't know shit.
I don't think like. Me personally, I don't think I really got smart until I started doing my own shit.
Yeah,
like,
work with my mama, bro.
I'm talking about after college type shit.
Yeah, that's all.
Let me be real.
I went to high school, my nigga.
I'm gonna get a little bit deeper. I think I didn't get smart until I realized that everything is made up, nigga. Niggas made up everything.
I wasn't necessarily interested in the shit that they were teaching me in school.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I know I gotta learn it, and it's like. I'll learn it because I have to, but I'm not really, you feel me? Like, there's certain shit that's like, oh, that's cool. That subject is cool, but the other shit I don't really care about.
Give a shit
about. When I went to when I graduated and I went to college for a semester. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be a journalist, but obviously
trash profession.
But I really wanted to be a sports journalist. Like I just had to get
trash major.
I had to get around. You feel me?
Trust me.
So
I got
what
a sports
happened is now
degree.
you go to school. You feel me? You get in your first semester, or whatever. And they're like, oh, you got to take liberal arts, and you're like.
What the fuck?
Okay, what's that? And then they tell you, and then I'm like, okay, 13th grade. So then it's like I went for the first semester, and I'm like, this ain't it. Like I can't do high school over. Yeah. Like it was hard enough to get through because I really didn't want to do that shit. So I can't do this. So it's like after that, and it's like I always think back to like my grandmother always used to teach me like, you feel me, like. One thing you should always strive to do is every day learn something new.
Yep. I think people wake up when they start teaching themselves.
Right. Yeah. And so it's like after a while, it's like you feel me, like
when you start asking questions, that's when you realize you know something.
You feel me? And then you just go.
Like boom, perfect example. When I was in high school, we had to read the book The Crucible. Y'all had to read that shit too?
Nah,
we had to
read it before.
You know what I'm
talking about? Even if I had to, I probably did the spark notes.
The teacher, yo son, so the teacher gave me gave us the book, whatever, said, oh yeah, you're supposed to go and read chapter 1. I didn't want to read shit. I just got online and because it was a true, the Salem witch trials. I got online and researched the whole Salem witch trials. The next day, instead of reading the book, the next day I was able to follow the whole conversation.
The whole shit.
Because I actually knew what happened.
Niggas know what's going on.
I'm gonna tell you.
Not to divert, but yo. That shit, if you know about the Salem witch trials,
that shit
teaches you how dumb white people are.
White men are literally the stupidest niggas
never learned. They never did the research.
Yeah. White men literally never did the research.
They just kept listening to the nigga that learned from the nigga that learned.
Here's one example. Here's one example of how smart these niggas was back in the day. We gonna tie you to a stake and throw you in the water, right? Yeah. Hold on. We gonna tie you to a heavy ass stake and throw you in the water. Now, if you float up, you's a fucking witch, and we gonna have to burn you. If you drown, you was human.
You was human.
Damn, we made a mistake.
This is real life, okay?
Nah, but like, what made me come to like my consciousness? No funny shit. I remember like I used to always read back in the day. I just used to pick up a book, read it. Like I used to read the Harry Potter books. I used to read like my mom's little Darren Coleman little books. I used to just like reading, and I always read like it was a story. So I read Malcolm X's autobiography mad long ago, and I read the story or whatever. So, in adulthood, I said, "Yo, let me get back to reading, like just reading, period." Especially when I started writing, it's like the only way I can get better at rapping is if I learn more shit, or if I just read more, I'll learn more words. So I just picked up Malcolm X's autobiography again, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, all right, no funny shit." I go autobiography. Okay, what the fuck is an autobiography? Mm-hmm. So I Google autobiography and it's like, oh, this is real life. So all my life I've been reading books as if they're just stories.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And not
just someone's story and someone's thought. So I'm like, wait, this shit really happened, my nigga. Holy shit. Why the fuck is this kind of shit happening? And that's when I said, the why, after the why, was when I didn't look back because I had to figure it out.
He said, I
feel like
I didn't start learning until I started learning. I realized when I started learning, when I started teaching myself dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly. I had to look at what autobiography meant to understand that I was reading.
But I'm talking about shit dumber than that, bro. I'm talking about like I would just think of like
you realize.
I remember the first time. I remember the first time I looked up Slender Man. And I was just like, what the fuck is Slender Man?
And you just learned about shit. It's just knowledge.
I was just like, yo. And my nigga, this was back when like niggas still had dial-up. And like I dead ass Googled it. And I just found mad information on Slender Man. And I was just
probably
like,
asked Jeeves did.
Or one of them other weird.
Nah, Google was around. Google was like early 2000s.
My first time.
Well, hold on. Wait, you had dial up in the early 2000s?
Yeah, bro, like 2000.
I did too, though.
I think I did too. We all did, bro. I think we literally all did.
I think.
We all did.
My father's a tech, so I grew up privileged that kind of way. He set up my internet real right. You feel me?
I think we got DSL in like 2001 because my mom worked for my mom.
Y'all niggas had money. I ain't with DSL for a minute, boy. But the first time I feel like I was actually conscious and thinking of other shit rather than kid shit was I was in, I think, 6th or 7th grade. We read this book called Feed. And like basically the book is about a world where niggas got an implant in their head and like everything is like a computer screen. So basically they all speak to each other telepathically. So now nobody has.
What's this book called?
It's called Feed by M.T. Anderson, I think. I think that's the person's name. But basically they all get a chip implanted in their head. Everybody can communicate each other telepathically. Nobody has social skills no more. Basically everything that everybody does. It's basically what's happening right now. And I dead ass remember being a kid and reading the book, and the book is mad confusing because like at first I was just like, you would be reading the nigga's thoughts and then out of nowhere it's an advertisement. And you're like, what the fuck? And then like, yeah, if you want to come and get this, go to this place and you get burgers like this. And I was reading it and then it would go back to the nigga's thoughts. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Nigga, that's like
and then
episode of that fucking show.
Black Mirror. This is Black Mirror shit, right? So it's just called Feed. So I'm like reading it, and the more I'm reading it, the more I'm realizing like, yo, these people are fucking stupid because they don't have social skills. Niggas don't read books and shit no more. Everything is based off of like this screen. That's it. I remember being young and my mind being I cried reading that book mad young. I dash remember thinking in my head like, yo, this is a fucking book. I'm crying right now, son. Like I remember being mad young and being like, yo, like if we all get caught in this, and then I remember seeing The Matrix and being like, what the fuck is happening? And being like, this is life. Like, and I just remember always just being the kid that would just question everything, just religion, just mad shit.
I didn't really want to get into The Matrix too much because I was like, this is different. This is mother shit.
You know when I knew I was super teaching myself? When I started looking up Lucifer. I was like, nah, this is getting too deep.
I knew like my consciousness was on the next level because nigga, I was at Sunday school and they was talking about when Lucifer got casted out of heaven. I always remember this. And then the preacher was talking about it, and I was like, I raised my hand and he was like, what? And I was like, so he kicked Lucifer out because he wanted to be like God? And then the preacher was like, no, he didn't want to be like God. He wanted to be better than God. But I was like, but you said that Lucifer said that I want a kingdom like yours. It doesn't sound like he wants to be better than him. It sounds like he wants to be like him. I was like, so was God angry at him? Or was God jealous a little bit?
God was like, oh, you a hater ass. You want what I got, nigga.
You want what I have? You want to come to my house,
that nigga? God look at this nigga like this. Like.
Nigga was like,
my car, you want to fuck my bitch?
You want to fuck my bitch? Nobody didn't cut him from my house.
God like a minute there. Get him out of here.
But yo, Taqee, what you got coming up? What you got going on?
That's a fact.
Expansion and just getting people on the app. I just want to get people on the app because you know the numbers count for everything. And then I'm doing more research on tech and just the tech industry, and we really got to get into that.
No, that's a fact.
No, we really got to get into that. And you don't have to know how to code, but learning how to code isn't as hard as you.
That's my next step.
We did
That's
it
actually
before.
my next step.
We all
With MySpace and shit.
We all did it before. It's just a matter of learning how to write up those codes and placing them in the right place on the web page and everything, and then you learn how to do
this
it.
place you can copy and paste this shit.
Literally copy and paste.
You can cheat full code, nigga.
But I'm trying. I'm getting into tech, man. I'm looking at real estate and shit. Like I'm trying to like everything that Nick was talking about. Remember, I was listening to Nick back with Chip when we met.
No, niggas, we was all listening to Wagner.
Like, so all the shit that he been talking about is the same way my mom been working, the same kind of path I've been on. So I'm getting to that point where I'm like, no, I gotta make a name for myself in tech. I gotta get in on this real estate. I gotta get into like giving back and making sure that the next generation is way better. So
that's a fact.
That's where I'm geared towards. But like in the meantime, we're gonna throw some happy hours, throw some
you know.
We're gonna get fucked up a little bit. and
be outside.
We're gonna be outside. We're gonna be having a good time enjoying it. But I
don't care what Shotgun Shook says. It is not the most dangerous time to be alive in summer. We are all trying to stay.
He was talking about
New Jersey.
Debonair Douchebags. What y'all got going on?
What's
man?
up?
We'll be planning the 5th annual Blowing Nose. It'll be this summer. We doing something.
Yo, I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be able to come.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Y'all gonna see me. Yo, hold on. Y'all gonna see me in a goddamn suit, maybe. Maybe. Very big,
we're gonna
maybe.
do something way different this time. So
okay,
really excited for that. We trying to do more than one this time. Trying to do more than one this summer. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But it's always a great time. So bring yourself some. I don't know if how your relationship shit go or whatever, but we're
gonna keep that on.
Bring myself.
Bring somebody.
We're gonna keep that on camera.
And nice dresses and things of that nature. So
I'm gonna bring out the first sweat suit ever.
I think I'm gonna just wear my Nike Tech with a shirt and tie,
with a t-shirt with the
fake t-shirt with the tie suit.
The niggas ain't even gonna see it. The tech sweat suit. Niggas is not ready.
I seen it on Tumblr back in the day.
Listen, not that white man suit. That shit was fire.
That shit was lit though.
He had the little sleeve rolled up. I seen somebody in the video the other day with it. I was like, all right, I see my future. I see my future. Like my growing up, right? Yeah, like the Nike sweatsuit business.
The sweat
that's
actual
what we
suit.
Doing. That's what we doing. That's my elevation. Like, if y'all want me to wear suits, my nigga, put it in sweat form.
Why we didn't make Jelani talk about Kanye?
Could've. No, I'm always ready.
I mean, he's the greatest. What is it?
What is there to talk about?
You believe that?
I strongly dislike
You think he's a dick?
I love Kanye. I think he's a dickhead.
I strongly dislike
I like him because he's a dickhead.
I like Kanye and he's an asshole.
So it's like he's a troll.
You know what
so
you're
he's
getting
like
when you look at
I like his
Kanye
music.
West.
I don't like him anymore.
I think people choose to be mad.
I think you should have hated him.
This is gonna be the final hate
second he came
conversation.
out, boy.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
I mean, he was always
He was
this,
always
but I feel
this person.
But now it's like
He was always this.
He was always this person, but now he's careless. It's like way more careless.
I don't know
He's
because he was
careless if
pretty
you don't take care of
careless.
yourself.
He has so much influence, and he just fucking.
If you don't think for yourself-
How can you say he's careless now when he did that
Absolutely.
shit to Taylor Swift? Like he's been careless, my nigga. He's
Flooded the
been not giving a
market
fuck.
with ugly sneakers. Flooded the market with ugly clothes.
I don't fuck with his anything clothing wise. Don't even bring up.
That's
Kanye.
fair. That's fair.
Hobo. He got
That's
hobo
fair.
wear. That's all that is.
Hobo wear?
Hobo.
I ain't even
Hold on,
as bad as the
come on,
sneakers.
no.
2019, not 2019. We ain't doing that today.
He had a fire jacket.
I didn't say nothing, son. I was just like, yo, let's let Trey ask if that's what that nigga said. Because I'm just pretending like he ain't say nothing. Oh man,
I haven't really liked the music in a while.
You like Pablo?
Pablo was
classic.
Pablo was lit.
If you don't like Gay, I can get behind it. I liked it, but if you don't like it, I understand. I wouldn't argue with
It was
you.
the depression cover.
Yeah.
That shit was.
nigga Daytona.
It has some-
he had everything
I mean,
to do with that shit.
And that was the greatest
It was
rap
amazing,
album
in my
last
opinion.
year.
In my opinion, I
You're
love
not
it.
wrong.
Daytona was only like 7 minutes long.
Yeah,
You're not
Made him
wrong.
do it.
he did a lot of good things,
Kids
but he
see
also
those-
did a lot of dick
Like,
Kanye West things.
Yeah.
The only wrong thing he did was hug Trump.
Yeah. and go there and when he went there and was talking that was amazing.
No one shit on the HBCUs that went to go meet with Trump though. When the whole gang HBCUs.
No, we was just there.
They was tight at train.
You said something? You posted the picture. No one said nothing though. No one said nothing. No one said a thing about them niggas going to Trump.
They were so mad. So like, that happened.
Yo, people be on their fucking campus fucking lamping, bro. Like, what is going on?
These niggas just be like, look at these niggas on our campus, dog.
Yo, that bullshit, man.
Walking they dog, that's on the rock. That's the rock right there.
You realize though, Mom, like, you know what it really is? Like, son, some people just aren't confrontational.
Yo, I don't understand that shit.
In the age of social media, it really magnifies.
I don't understand that shit.
It's cool now to not be confrontational. You feel me? So it's like
because they realize most people are not confrontational.
Right? You know, the majority of people are. So it's like it doesn't seem like to us. It's like, well, why didn't you do something about
Literally,
it?
everyone attacks the nigga that confronts people.
Like this is what I should do. I should show everybody else what's going on, but I'm not gonna really do anything. I'm just gonna
It was bad for
and pick the fucking lights up.
When they showed the picture of the campus, I'm like, oh, they're doing that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
They know y'all not gonna do anything about it. Like that's what's going on. Like,
they're like, look at that.
That's that they should move the school. I'm like,
they should move the school.
That shit was hilarious.
He said maybe they shouldn't have a fucking college over here.
Howard is ours now.
Hey, look, let's be real. If this was 2006, it would have been a bunch of black niggas chasing these white people, barking at them, getting them off the fucking campus.
Yeah, that's
and there's not a goddamn thing they can do.
Where the fuck are the barking dogs now?
Where are the goddamn monkeys? I don't see none of y'all niggas nowhere. Y'all letting niggas shit on the yard?
Where the fuck are the dancing niggas?
The dancing niggas.
Listen, man.
That's a good question though.
The stompy guys.
Should they be the ones to like?
Yes.
The stompy people should be wildin'.
The whole.
No.
And this is
The stompy niggas should be wildin'.
But the niggas.
Wait. One at a time.
I would allow the civilian with the Scientology class to go to just record it. But what about the motherfuckers that school? This is their pride and joy.
Right.
Niggas say something.
This being one of the most like prominent HBCUs, I know every single one of the fucking black diet gangs is there.
Orgs, man.
Pull up and get
they gotta pull up and wild out.
I'm in the diet gang. I agree. I'm gonna tell you something. You niggas is big pussy.
Gotta do something.
Because when I was in college, nigga,
Like they couldn't
you not shitting on.
White people couldn't walk through St. John's campus.
No.
You not walking through there shitting on. Nigga, we about to dance right here.
Yo, where's my mama? When I was in college, and mind you, we went to a fucking predominantly white institution. To be honest with you, the shit was predominantly Asian.
Yeah.
And them niggas did not come through the.
Yeah, St. John's PWI. We was running shit.
We was doing black shit.
Niggas was kicking white niggas off the strip and there's more white people than us.
Listen, Jelani, when we was doing black shit at the SAC, was white people and Asian people coming through there?
They would walk by.
Niggas would walk around that shit, boy. You not coming through here because we doing nigga shit right here.
That's a fucking fact.
Source Awards. We're not going to.
Listen,
Get it right.
y'all always want to be niggas when it ain't time to be niggas. But when it's time, wait, hold on. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Y'all always want to be niggas when it's other niggas. When it ain't niggas, y'all niggas is timid and y'all don't know what to do.
You know what's crazy? No. Let's go further than that. Niggas actually be less nigga when nigga shit happens with niggas. Because it be mad black people with cameras out when a black person getting their ass whooped and shit. So niggas be less nigga out in these time of days.
I hate when niggas go like super timid when it comes to the other race instead of going the other race. When it comes to white people, I immediately get white on them. Like, I'm calling the cops on you,
motherfucker.
Nigga, immediately. I'm on campus. Oh shit, y'all niggas don't got IDs. Campus security.
Alright, so look, this is how we gonna do it. I need one line of hate to take us out off top. Boom. Eat a dick, Sean King. That's mine.
White people don't bathe properly. That's mine. White people don't bathe properly and age properly. That's a better one.
Fuck the Russo brothers. That's mine.
That's a good one.
Fuck the Night King. Gang tomorrow.
What's up?
Damn, man. One line?
One line.
Damn, I can't think of nothing. You go first.
Alright.
Use your common sense.
Is this camera on me?
On the helicopter. Came in on the helicopter, man.
I got you. If anybody ever brings an Al Capone around me, I'm calling the fucking police. That's a fucking motherfucking
Calling the
Shit is the
cops.
federally smoke.
You calling the fucking cops.
Got chips in there.
Yo, oh shit. Shit is happening now.
No bullshit. When you hit niggas with the helicopter shit, like, it don't matter what crowd you with, they gonna laugh. So
Like,
yo, I'm in the PSN chat the other day, and I was just like, yo, listen, guys. Niggas got mad attentive. I was like, yo, listen, I flew in on a helicopter.
With a
Niggas was like, what? I was like, with a puppy. As soon as I said with a puppy, everybody started dying. So.
We fucking done. Fuck y'all. That's a fact.
Somebody got to turn the camera on?
I'm gonna let it run.